Would you say you're optimistic about the future of AoE and the AoE franchise, or are you worried a little bit about AoE 4 and potentially dividing the community?
I'm not worried at all. Like, if it's an amazing game, we all move to that. If it's a bad game, we all go back to Age of Empires 2D. Like, there is no middle ground. Like,
What if
I
it's a
think it's
mediocre
a
game?
win-win.
What if it's a
Yeah,
mediocre game?
everybody will go back to Age of Empires 2 then too. It's like, I don't think there is a way for the community to absolutely split. Obviously, even if Age of Empires 4 is the best game ever, there will be still Age of Empires 2 players. Like, some players still play on HD even if D is out.
Really?
But yeah, there's
Weirdos.
players as well.
Weirdos.
It's not even that, but they're growing as well. Like, there are more
Really?
players than ever. Yeah, yeah.
So they're playing with the
So-
old mechanics and like the
Yeah.
old. Oh my god.
It's like computers as well. You need a better computer for D, and people don't like to change. Like, it's an old game, and they like to play it how they are used to.
I mean, there's a guy in the community called Fat Slob that plays 1,000 plus games of Black Forest with only Vikings. So
People know what they love.
people know. Yeah. Did you ever play Fat Slob or no? Was that just the Viper?
Oh, I just heard from T90, and no, no.
They played him and Viper played one time and it got disconnected. Do you know what happened?
No, I
No?
don't own that game.
So it was Viper versus the Fat Slob on Black Forest, and it looks like Viper was gonna win it. Like, you know, no one was worried,
Makes sense.
right? And then it disconnected. I could be wrong. I think this is what happened. Disconnected, and then Viper's like, you know, I have it saved. Let's play from that point. And Fat Slob's like, no, we have to start all over again.
Well, I would kill those. Like, makes sense.
And then they never
mean-
played.
Well, obviously, he saved the points. I mean, people were like that a lot back in the days. Like, rating was a big deal back then.
Really?
But now I don't. Yeah, rating was a really big deal. We didn't have tournaments, so it was all about how high you can get on the ladder. But now ladder, it's like 20 MBLs, 5 Heras, and
Yeah.
it's just not so much prestige in that anymore.
Was there a lot of like those disconnections in the old days? I mean, there's disconnections now, but I feel like in the old days, I don't know, you couldn't
It
have a
was-
tournament. Yeah.
But it was like save and exit option was a lot better back then.
Oh,
Like,
really?
you yeah. Like, whenever drop, you get the save and exit right away, and then you just restore. It was not a big issue as it is right now. Now, when somebody drops, you basically have to start a new game.
Yeah, why is that? Why
I don't
we're in
know.
2021, why?
Yeah, 20 years ago, it was better than now in that regard.
That's so weird. I was wondering if you had any like things, because I watch your stream and I see a lot of issues with AoE and like units glitching and disconnections or whatever. What are still things that, you know, Age of Empires 2 needs to improve on?
Pet finding is still obviously not the best, and I think disconnects, like, every time they put a new patch, there is a new problem as well. And I think community is going a bit too hard on the devs, including me. They're obviously doing an amazing job. This is the support we never had before, and we're now spoiled. Like, I remember all times we didn't have the new patch for like 15 years. So now we get it like every 2-3 months. We get a new patch, and like, oh, we have a problem now. Something drops, and yeah, it happens. Like, nothing is absolutely tested. If they had more manpower to test, like, I don't know, 1,000 hours before they release patch, would be better. But they probably don't have that much resources, and they are still doing quite an amazing job. Like, every patch is a big improvement on the good side, especially balance.
What do you think about the new CIVS? Obviously, the 2 new ones and then another one coming out in the next couple of months. Are you liking the new CIVS? Do you think, like, because you play this game more than anyone, so I would imagine you enjoy the variation, or no? Want to get as good as Daut? Well, you're going to need some help. Head over to gamerlegion.gg for some expert coaching to improve your AoE skills. They have highly skilled, world-class players ready to help you step up your game and avoid those Daut castles. Interested in other games? No problem. Gamer Legion has you covered. They offer expert coaching in games like Warzone, Rocket League, Counter-Strike, and much more. Link can be found in the description of the video.
Yeah. I absolutely love when like new stuff happen, like new thieves, but those new thieves, like Burgundians, were absolutely useless until the recent patch. That was a really good patch. Now they have identity. They are playable. They're strong. Sicilians, not so much. Like, Sicilians either need to be completely reworked or something needs to be done with them. They don't have the purpose in the game. I think their stars should revolve around their unique unit. That's like the only unique unit you can build in Feudal Age, and you don't build it because it's a bad unit. It's useless. So if they make something about that unit to make Sicilian play unique about the Feudal Age, it would be absolutely amazing. That would be super fun. It just needs to be stronger unit.
I feel like for you would love to see just chaos and like them just releasing all kinds of crazy stuff just so you can
Yeah,
mess around.
obviously. Yeah, that's for sure. But on the serious note, like right now we're in the meta where the range units are the best. And Sicilians basically got the man at arm with more armor and slower speed, so that's never gonna work. Like give them the range, let them be like mini X-Men or something. Then they will be quite good in early game.
How do you feel about the ballistics and the little micro tactics everyone uses to move around? And
Don't. That should not be in the game. I may be old, I'm based there, but that should not be in the game.
How do people dodge arrows?
It's like we had 20 archers against 20, and then he pulled one archer and like up down. It's like, okay, imagine if it was a real war and one guy stands in front of the battle and like running up and down, like.
Or they shimmy every time and
ultra instinct all over the place. That's doesn't excite me too much, but I guess people like it. The micro is the high part of the game,
right?
But that
shouldn't be there. It doesn't make sense to be there. Because all AoE logic comes from like actual real world stuff first, and then it gets balanced.
Yeah, exactly.
Because I talked to Sandy Peterson, who's like one of the former developers of the game, and he was explaining to me how they figured out all these things. They read historical books, and then they created a game around the history. So to me, it always seems weird when I see like I've seen you lose 20 battles, like it goes like 20-5, and then you somehow are down to like nothing. He has like 16 archers left. So I'm wondering, like why is that still in the game? Like should ballistics be free?
I don't think ballistics should be free. Like microing is a fun part of the game, but the dodging ballistics should not be possible. Just give me that. Like, you can dodge the arrows, that's fine, but do not dodge ballistic with like few dancing units in the big battle. That just feels awkward.
Is that where the skill gap is a little bit in that micro?
Yeah. Like I don't have the speed to do all that while managing economy, and to be honest, I never even give it a try. Like I'm kind of against those moves, and I feel I cannot do it. And I never tried those dances. Like I would feel like stupid doing that.
Right.
Maybe I should give it a try.
That'd be a funny stream. I just Archer every
always
game.
Goes wrong. It always goes wrong when I try stuff like that.
If you could take like MBL's Mangonel micro, Hera's little scout micro with villagers, and then I don't know who has the good archer micro. Quick wall. Yeah, if you can take all these little things and then put your like brain into it, I think we build the perfect player.
No, quick wall is something I tried. I give up. That's something I cannot do. I cannot even do it against computer. Like I don't have the APN to click 2 buttons that fast. Like there is no way, absolutely no way. I give up on that one. But dance with a crossbow, I could maybe give that a try.
Yeah, fair. I think when you were really trying to try to learn micro, that's when they started doing patches that would like decrease the wall HP, right? And like I thought it'd be funny if they just you figured it out and then they're like, we don't like this.
It's not allowed anymore.
No more. Doubt's too
free ballistic.
Hello, thank you so much for watching the clip all the way to the end. Soon I'd like to do a solo podcast to tell you guys a bit more about myself. So here are some topics I came up with that I hope you'd be interested in. How I became the top 4,000 ranked StarCraft 2 player in the world, how I got Stipe on the pod, how to make viral videos, how to change careers, why I'm moving to Spain, why engineering jobs suck, and why I don't want this to be an AoE only podcast. And if you have any questions you want to ask me, I'd love to invite you to our Discord. I'm rebuilding it, and originally it was a FIFA Discord. Now I want it to be a community around the podcast where people can come and talk to each other and learn from each other. And I just want people to have a good time in my Discord. If you're interested, links down below.